Hey guys, this is Summer with your daily twin flame energy read. This is going to be a reading for couples separated and not communicating, okay? So we're going to do a past energy, present, and what's coming in the near future. So here we go. Spirits, cause and angels, may I please have a message, separated and not communicating, for the present energy, what's going on in the present. Thank you. And for the upcoming near future, Spirit, upcoming near future. Couple separated and not communicating, thank you. Okay. Okay. So for those of you separated and not communicating, for the recent past, we have the Five of Cups with the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So what this tells me, in the past, your relationship, your union, your journey was in transformation stage. It is all transforming into separation mode, which honestly, it sounds, separation sounds so terrible, but in retrospect, if you think about it, all separation is leading you to come back together. So you might want to look at it even as a positive, because without the separation, you wouldn't come back into union. So what I'm feeling for this transformation is the separation is leaving you a little bit at loss. It's making you feel like you lost something. You lost a part of yourself. There's a lot of regret. It's almost like you're just mourning. You're mourning a loss of the relationship. You're mourning the loss of that friendship. Definitely not seeing the positive in the situation, and that it will lead to greater things. It will eventually lead to your union. I see some sort of big fight that happened, and it caused like a big blow up, and somebody snuck out of the relationship. Somebody left the relationship, maybe at 5 months, maybe at 7 months. Maybe this is how long you guys were together. Maybe I see a lot of 5 and 7s. So maybe the fighting started really bad. I see the first 3 months were really great. There was a little tiffs, and then at 5 months there was a big fight about somebody not being present, somebody not giving them the things that they wanted. And then the fights continued until somebody at 7 months slipped away out of the relationship. Possibly the masculine. He kind of just ducked out and didn't give you really a fair warning. Like, you felt it coming in your intuition, but you were not ready for the actual physical 3D separation, him leaving. So if this resonates with you, this is the masculine leaving out at about 7 months is what I'm seeing, and leaving the relationship, and you start mourning a loss is what I'm seeing. Okay, so for the present moment with you guys is the Queen of Water. This is somebody who knows what she wants. Let's get a clarifier, please. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but not limited to. So for the present energy, I see the feminine taking care of herself and realizing to fully love unconditionally and show support to your twin. you've got to start showing love and support for yourself. You have to start showing up for yourself. So I see you start slowly caring again, getting out of that dark night of the soul and being that love, empathetic person that you always have been. You're becoming more patient. You're caring for yourself and others. You're starting to give advice to people that seek it from you, and trusting your intuition. Okay, so you're coming out of the dark night of your soul, dark night of the soul, or in better terms, could mean depression or sadness or wallowing, and you've finally decided to pick up the pieces, move on to safer waters. If that means away from your masculine, or just moving your energy, pulling your energy away energetically, getting away from him, detaching, you're doing it to save yourself and to take care of yourself. And by doing this, your intuition is growing because you're listening to what your body needs. You're listening to what your mind needs and your soul needs. So this is you leaving troubled waters. This is you going into a much smoother area of your life, no matter what it takes. A clarifier for this Queen of Cups. Okay, so you've decided to detach to avoid a disaster. You no longer have the patience to sit around and wait and wallow. So you're trusting your intuition more. And like I said, to avoid a disastrous situation, you decided to leave this. And if your relationship was going to develop another level, you realized you kind of had to just detach and let it happen naturally. So I feel like you're removing your energy from the situation to allow it to grow. Yes. So you're removing yourself, deciding to put this not really on hold, just kind of keeping it there, not really dating anyone else, not really trusting anyone else, just kind of not taking a new beginning with anyone. You're just wanting to move on to calmer waters, and you feel happy and secure that you are just finally in a happy place, that you can finally wake up each day and not cry, that you can finally wake up each day and love yourself again enough to get out of bed. You still feel the loss, you still feel the mourning, you still feel like a piece of you is missing. However, I just see you meditating on it instead of crying. I see you putting good intentions out to the universe, instead of, the self-pity, the loathing. You're starting to see the sunlight again. You're starting to see the positive in the situation. There's no more loss. There's no more regret. There's no more crying over spilled milk. I see you seeing the light and just trying to see the positive in every day and moving on at your best abilities. You're a very tender-hearted person. I see a lot of you are empaths, meaning you are more sensitive. You handle more emotions stream through you daily. So I see you moving on energetically to something calmer for the time being and letting this situation work out as it should. Let's see that was all about the feminine. So let's see what's going on with the divine masculine present energy. Okay, so recently I see that he may have had a conversation with a trustworthy friend or someone at work, and this person was giving him advice because he kind of seeked out information because he's not really feeling fulfilled in his life right now. He's kind of just in a bad place mentally, kind of like you were. Not as bad. He takes this out in different ways of drinking or just negative thought patterns. So he reached out and got trustworthy, heartfelt advice from a friend, a well-respected friend at work, and I feel like he's going to take this advice and open his heart, open his mind to others around him. He's opening his heart chakra. He's bearing himself at work, and I see him also helping a friend out, like build something or fix something, to try and just drown out. He just is, he's getting the vibe that if he does this, this will take his mind off of it. But what he's not realizing, the masculine's not realizing, is it's boosting his energy. It's boosting his vibration by helping out, like charity work, helping a friend. It's not only helping him forget about things that are out of his control at the moment, it's also getting him out of this mental trap energetically, okay? So he's been a little down about the situation, not really sure what type, which way to go. He knows that he's missing the love. He knows that he wants to love. This is actually a person that is very compassionate, very cultured, very experienced in life. So maybe he's an older man, not older, but like 30s and up. He's a very well-respected person with his friends, family, and people at work, and very in touch with his emotions. And that's why he's having such a hard time with dealing with this stuff. So he's going to his friends to kind of get out of this negative mind frame and get out of this mental trap that he's got himself stuck in, okay? Okay, so let's see what's coming up for the upcoming near future. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the slowest moving knight in the deck, right? So I see the masculine coming towards you, feminines, but it's very slow. This is the most well-respected knight in my eyes because he's honorable, he's loyal, he's dedicated, and he's kind. So not always, but when he wants to make a decision, he takes his time and thinks about it and does it very methodical. He doesn't make decisions on a whim. You'll never see him do that, because when he does finally make his decision, it may take 6 months to a year, but when he finally does it, he's very dedicated, he's very loyal, and he honors his commitments. So he's coming towards you, but it's going to be a very slow process is what I'm seeing. Seeing he's a little blocked, but his guardian angel is beside him, helping him along the way. So he's going to come to you in the future with a message, with some sort of truth or clarity, a new truth that he's found out that he's been thinking about. This is going to be kind of a conversation that's going to consist of something like, you know, we tried, but we couldn't balance each other out. So this message, this type of conversation is going to be somebody that has a mature, it's going to respect you, but it's also going to hurt you with the level of truth that they bring. Like, I love you, I want to be with you, but we tried and it's not going to work out. That type of conversation. So they're going to bring this to the Queen of Wands, and you're being the Queen of Wands. Somebody that is very passionate, that can tame somebody without having control over them. And he's going to communicate with you that he's not able to commit at this time. He's not willing to work or give up anything of himself. And he's going to tell you this in a most unselfish way. Okay? So he is coming towards you in the future to talk with you about this. And don't think this is the end. This is just the beginning of healing of your relationship. This is what it takes in separation. This, you go through all these ups and downs of finally coming back together, finally communicating, and that's what's coming towards you is communication. And then the initial communication, and then you won't talk for a little bit, and you'll do some healings, and then you'll come back together and trigger each other and heal, and come back together and heal. And So this is the start of the communication. Just because you guys won't run into each other's arms and be back together, don't let that upset you. This is something that has to happen. And for this group of people that this resonates with, this is exactly what's going to happen. He's going to come to you saying, I miss you. I want to talk to you. I miss us being friends and talking on a regular basis. However, I can't give you what you need at this moment in time. You know, I respect you, and I'm not at the place where I can give you my full self at this time. And I see him saying, I don't feel like this will be forever. I feel like we're going to meet up again. But right now, I have to get my my shit together. I have to do things for myself. I see him at work, and I see him thinking, before I didn't have the finances to come see you and for us to get together, and he still feels like he doesn't, and that's one of the things that's blocking him. So he's not willing to give up any emotional sense of himself or financial. And so him being that, it's like he's being selfish by not being selfish. You know what I'm saying? So when he portrays that to you, he's like, I don't want to get in this repeat pattern of where we fought about finances before, or I felt bad because I couldn't come see you or take you out on dates, that type of stuff. Yes, he's waiting till he is financially mature, where he's financially developed, and he can wine and dine you. This lady's holding grapes here, but he's waiting till he has control of his finances, okay? Okay. So how is the divine masculine separated and not communicating feeling about his divine feminine today? How is the masculine viewing his feminine today, Spirit? Let me shuffle these real fast. How is he feeling about her romantically? Okay. So how he feels about you today energetically is that you're being defensive, and he feels like one of the problems before is that you tried to control things too much. Maybe you tried to control the situations between you two opening up instead of letting it happen naturally. So he sees you as needing to let go of control issues. He sees you being very defensive and defending your beliefs and your decisions. You stand your ground, you know, and he knows that one of the reasons why, you know, you guys haven't been in contact, or you haven't contacted him, not just because he hasn't been in contact, but because you're very prideful, very ego-based, ego-driven, very, you know, he respects the fact that you defend yourself and you defend your beliefs. And that's one of the reasons why he's attracted to you. However, he's wanting you to let go of those control issues if it's ever going to work out, okay? That's how he's viewing you. Now, how's the divine feminine viewing her masculine? Okay. So energetically, the divine feminine is going through an awakening period and wanting the relationship to come back together and grow closer. She's wanting forgiveness, and she's wanting to forgive her masculine. She's ready to resolve the conflict between her and her masculine and get back together. She's having a spiritual awakening, or she's wanting the masculine to have, She is having a spiritual awakening and seeing the unconditional love between her and the masculine. And she sees the masculine wanting to peacefully resolve this as she does, okay? She's wanting the relationship to grow closer, so she sees the she sees and feels the masculine wanting to positively resolve this issue. So she feels like the masculine wants to reach out just as much as she does. However, she sees him not reaching out. But she sees him and feels him wanting resolution to this conflict and to break the ice and break the break the ice with no communication. And she obviously finds him very attractive, and is a little bit jealous, honestly, that he hasn't reached out. But she's hoping that he's growing as much as she is, okay? So I hope this helped. Let me know if it did. If you'd like a personal reading, my stuff will be below, my information. And I will talk to you guys soon. I love you. Namaste.